Many of us have undoubtedly bought clothing from H&M or Zara, or even seen very cheap clothing online thinking it was a steal. However, in a world driven by profit and consumerism, the fast fashion industry has gained unprecedented popularity. But behind the glamour and trendiness, there is a web of exploitation, inequality, and environmental degradation. Join us as we explore convict theory and uncover the hidden truths of the fast fashion industry. I will first be discussing about the major power imbalances and exploitative practices within the fast fashion industry. Fast fashion industry perpetrates a power imbalance between big company and its workers. In buildings like this riverside factory in Odaka, it is quite evident that Bangladeshi children work all hours of the day sewing shirts and pants for big companies like Shein, Temu, and The Gap. Global supply chains often rely on low-wage labor, poor working conditions, and limited workers' rights. Conflict theory helps to uncover how the pursuit of profit by fast fashion corporations leads to the exploitation of workers, mainly in underdeveloped countries. Big companies prioritize profits and money over ethical production. Workers bear the brunt of the exploitation. Fast fashion thrives on a constant culture of consumerism. Consumers are enticed to buy more and more clothes as companies churn out new designs to keep up with the ever-changing trends. With people buying more and more clothes from these companies, it encourages the fast fashion companies to continue exploiting their workers, leading into an endless cycle. This endless cycle of overconsumption perpetuates the exploitation of workers as companies continue to prioritize profit over fair treatment and safety for its workers. With influencers making videos promoting Shein and encouraging others to buy an abundant amount of clothes from the fast fashion company, but later on returning them or throwing them out, it not only adds to that consumeristic culture, but also affects the underdeveloped countries. When talking about global impact of fast fashion, the overproduction of cheap clothing in fast fashion has severe consequences, particularly for underdeveloped countries. Unwanted and overproduced garments often end up in these regions, affecting local economies and perpetuating dependency on the fast fashion companies. What began in England and Europe during the Industrial Revolution has now shifted to underdeveloped countries due to lax regulations and cheap labor. Social media also plays a significant role in the rapid growth of the fast fashion industry. Influencers and targeted advertisements lure consumers in, particularly women, into buying trendy clothes that cater to their desire for constant change. With the evolution of social media and technology, fast fashion companies have a much easier time promoting their brand and creating a trend to attract more consumers. This targeted marketing reinforces gender stereotypes and encourages the idea that buying more clothes equals happiness and social acceptance. Fast fashion has a lasting effect on the environment, especially with the excess amount of clothing being thrown out or donated. However, oftentimes the poor quality clothing ends up in landfills or in underdeveloped countries. The environmental impact of fast fashion industry also extends beyond waste and pollution. The use of raw materials such as cotton and synthetic fibers depletes natural resources and contributes to deforestation. Additionally, the production process involved in fast fashion releases large amounts of greenhouse gases, contributing to climate change. Furthermore, the fast fashion industry promotes a throwaway culture where clothing are disposed of after minimal use, exacerbating the strain on landfills and the waste system. As consumers, we have the power to make a difference. Choosing sustainable materials such as organic cotton or recycled fibers can help reduce the environmental impact of our clothing choices. Repairing and repurposing garments as well as supporting clothing retailers or swapping platforms can extend the lifespan of clothing and reduce waste. As consumers and as individuals, we do have the power to make a difference. However, it's not just up to individuals. The fast fashion industry as a whole must adopt more environmental friendly practices. This includes investing in research and development of innovative and eco-friendly materials, implementing circular economy models, and reducing carbon emissions throughout the supply chain. As we strive for a fashion industry that respects both humanity and nature, let us remember that every choice we make has an impact. By promoting sustainable and ethical practices, we can protect our environment and contribute to a more harmonious world. Thanks for watching this video, and please like or share this with others to educate and spread awareness about fast fashion.